Now that you have that completed, you're going to take your front velocity screw. You want to run it just about out flush with the body, but a little bit lower than that, about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch below the body there. Replace your barrel. You go ahead and place your feed elbow at this time. And now we're going to go ahead and hook gas up to it, and I'm going to show you how to get it going. Now we're going to go ahead and show you how to use your kit. We do prefer that you use a nitrogen system like this on the gun. You're going to get your best performance out of that. CO2 can be used, but we do recommend that you use an anti-siphon bottle or use it in a vertical remote type position or an expansion chamber, anything to keep as much liquid out of the gun as possible. It's going to get you much more consistency shot to shot. Now at this time we do have gas hooked up to it, and we're going to want to adjust the regulator. You're going to do that with a 3/16 Allen wrench. Go ahead and back this out. That's about sticking out about 1/8 of an inch. Now you're going to start slowly cranking this in until you hear air hissing out from inside of the grip. And then go ahead and back it off about a 1/4 turn, just till it stops, and a little bit further after that. Now if you do that and you hear that hiss, you should be able to hear a pretty loud bang when the gun goes off. Let's say if you were in a situation where it didn't act like as though there was any air pressure getting to this, you'll want to check to make sure that all your hose connections are not pinched or anything like that. Also, if there is a small leak in here, by turning up the reg pressure, you're going to cause it to leak early, and maybe that is what you heard and not the blow-off pressure from the electro-pneumatic valve. So you'll want to go over that. You can always call our tech line, and they'll be more than willing to assist you there. After this, you want to go through and test a couple different modes just to make sure everything's working. We're going to go ahead and try full auto here. That's working properly. While you're on full auto, let's go ahead and check your rate of fire adjustment. You can turn it up and down while you're pulling the trigger. Adjust it the other way. That's working properly. Now the way that you're going to chronograph and adjust your dwell on the gun is you're not going to use your front velocity screw here. You're actually going to use your dwell. And the way that you're going to do that is first have your dwell set all the way on the highest setting as indicated on the board. Go ahead and shoot the gun over a chronograph, and you'll probably be well over the 300 mark. Start turning your dwell down until you get to your 285, 290 so mark, wherever you're trying to go, and it's shooting consistently. What you're doing there now is you're telling this hammer to only hold long enough to shoot that speed. You're not going to use any excessive amounts of gas, so it makes the gun much more efficient that way. Another way of adjusting the velocity is if you had a vertical regulator coming out of the front of the gun here. What you would want to do is crank your dwell all the way up, chronograph your gun down to 300 feet per second or your desired setting with your regulator or your valve pressure. Then at that time you'll want to start shooting the gun over a chronograph while slowly turning down the dwell just until the feet per second start to drop. Then back it right back up to where that it was before to get your consistent feet per second, and then it's set. And once again, you're using just right amount of air to shoot that feet per second, no more, no less. That's going to be how you're going to get your most velocity out of that. Now that your installation is complete, you can go ahead and replace the grip back onto the gun, and we're going to show you how you can hook up a drop forward using this system. Basically what you'll do is you'll mount your drop forward using the air screw. You mount your front regulator system on the bottom line and run a hose back to your air screw. 2-finger triggers will work with the system. Thumb body screws, most other accessories will work with the gun. Anything that isn't using the back plug. Well, before we leave, I just want to say thank you for purchasing this product, and if you have any problems, feel free to call our tech line. It's 219 area code 299-5303. Thank you very much.